So, almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Ranger Suarez.
Try to stay back for that
Leading
power
off for the
changeup.
White Sox,
Speed differential
second
between the
baseman,
fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Fouled off left side. To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And here is Miguel Vargas on the ground right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Hayes, the next to hit. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. My drop. The runner at third. Vargas on at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
And now here is Colson Montgomery. And the 1-0.
2-0.
In the dirt, blocked. Vargas into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
2 on, 1 out. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, not in time, safe. It's 2-zip.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
1 down, runner at first. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one missed. Sosa, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. There's a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt. Lifted in the air down the left side. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So up next, Edgar Caro. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike. Pitch in the dirt. Ball one. And that one cutting but missing down low. And that's downstairs. 3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. And that'll load the bases.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Ball one.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count. Base loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Pitch is in there. Now 2-1. Outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ripped on a line. No one can get there. It falls in. 1 run's in. 2 runs are in. Carroll headed for the plate. Relay throw home. The tag. And he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
So digging in, Derek Hill. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Pitching for the
New
Red
pitcher
Sox.
now, Justin Slaten.
Number 63, Justin Slaten.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. White Sox 4 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway and on the hill, number 64.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Now batting Jarren Duran. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No play. That's an infield single. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. throw to second, and great jump.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Fly ball center field. Hill makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Singy, they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Inside, almost got him. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hayes ranging after it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Hard hit right side. That ends the frame. One left for the Red Sox. Back here at Fenway Park, second inning set to go. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brooks Baldwin. First pitch just misses. Outside corner, there's a strike. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over, and up next for Chicago, Chase Maidra. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Now a step off the rubber to reset. He swings and fouls one off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Vargas in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That's off the inside corner, and the count now 2-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2-1. Ball.
2 outs, bases empty. Bounce to the left side. Meyer on the run, throw to first. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And now it's Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Just missed. That one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Vargas leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that misses. And the count is filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Hard hit, but right at him and left. And we're back here at Fenway Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, Trevor Story. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The shortstop takes the ball. And the next pitch is way outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Wilson Contreras, the next to hit, takes ball one. To third. Zips it across, and Contreras is retired. So 2 down now, and here is Slaten Rafaela. Fastball is outside. And he drops it down the third baseline. Vargas fires to first on the run. Got him! Nice play. On to the third inning, and the batter will be the shortstop. Colt, left-hander out of the bullpen, number 47.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
No. 2-0 to count.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
A sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Doubled his first time. And that's downstairs and outside. Oh, great grab on the dive. But safe at first despite a terrific stab there.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
That's a base hit. And now two aboard. Benintendi to the plate. Doubled in his first AB. Just missed. On the ground, could be two. Meyer tossed to second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. White Sox 4 and the Red Sox nothing.
Pitching for
Bottom
Chicago.
half of the third, and they bring in a new
Number
pitcher,
52.
Tyson Miller.
Tyson
And
Miller.
stepping in for Boston, Marcelo
Leading
Meyer.
off for the Red Sox, third baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single. So a man at first. Carlos Narvaez will hit next. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Masataka Yoshida. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Foul ball. That one the other way. Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove,
Now
but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This one smoked out to left. And there's two away. So they're down to their final out. Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. And that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.